Hi everyone, welcome to Cache Walks.
Today we're going down to Lammerside Castle. It's a very small castle, sort of like a castle keep. It's called a peel. It's a tall fortified house really. And then we're going to find a geocache over in some medieval rabbit warrens.
Yes, interesting.
Yeah, so come and have a look with us. We're travelling from York across England to Cumbria and the Lake District, stopping off along the way to explore interesting places. Okay, to save using our cell phones, we're using the car's sat-nav to go to the coordinates from the cache page. So our next cache is at 54.
Okay, search 54.
26.
The route guidance will start now. Please follow the road for 1 mile.
Excellent. It's a lovely drive through the countryside, past fields with dry stone walls. We're still finding it a little strange when the road goes right through a farmer's yard. Some houses and farm buildings almost come out onto the road. Going under the Northern Railway line here. You can see the Eden River down to the left. Okay, we parked the car and we're just heading down to find the public walkway to the castle. Now this is like a fortified tower. Can you see the castle then?
Yes, yeah, it's straight ahead.
Yep, just over those hay bales there in the field, you can see it.
Yep.
Lammerside Castle is a 12th century building which was rebuilt and strengthened in the 14th century as a peel tower. Peel towers are small fortified keeps or tower houses to provide protection from the Scottish raiders coming down. Huh. Oh, that's interesting, eh? It's situated on the bridle path along which horse riders have a right of way. It's between Pendragon Castle, which we've done a cache walk at, and Walton Hall.
That's pretty cool.
Here's the public right of way. This means we're allowed to walk across the farmers' fields, which is good. And it's a public bridle way as well. If we had our horse, if we had a horse, we could ride across here.
Okay.
There we are.
Review the gate.
And on we go.
Oh, doesn't that look neat?
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
It's a fortified tower that they lived in.
But look at the grass and the clouds and the light. Looks really nice.
It looks really nice up there, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure does. Oops, sorry. Got to take a photo.
The ruins you can see are the remains of a 14th century tower or wing which originally formed part of the building's central core. Constructed on the western side of the River Eden, the castle formed an imposing complex of buildings. Only the tower now survives, constructed of stone rubble
with walls 1.5 metres or 5 feet thick. It was two-storied. The now ruined upper floor was the accommodation for the local lord. The castle was occupied by a branch of the Wharton family, but is thought to have been abandoned in the 17th century.
Here we go inside. There's one problem that you can't tell from watching this, but there is a smell of cow shit in here. Obviously the herd of cows have come in and there's cow poop everywhere and it stinks.
It's just a farm smell.
Yeah, very much a cowshed smell in here. Another entranceway here. This looks like it could have been a main entranceway, but it's very hard to tell from what's left, because it looks like a fancy door over the other side there as well in the distance. Maybe that was the main entranceway. I'll go around and have a look there. Let's just have a look around here and see if this entranceway is flasher than the other ones. It certainly had sort of carved stone here. Yes, that looks fairly flash, doesn't it? With the carving. I imagine this is the main entranceway.
I can see you.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Woohoo. Looks like there's something here that's been blocked off at some point. Not quite sure why that would be. But then what looks to be quite a big window, quite low down. So whether these were put in later, I don't know. You know, not in the early days, have been very defensive. It looks like an upper window because it was a house. They did live in here as well. So a fortified house. Here's another slit low down here. Just going to climb up here a little bit. Have a look over the top where the drone was looking. And you can see down into the castle and below here.
Can you see the rabbit? Again, slow down a little.
I'm afraid it's in rather poor condition, which is a great shame. Looks like there was once a room here. And a window for looking out on the countryside.
This is the top floor where the Lord and Lady would have lived. Let's go up for a view of the surroundings. You can see the River Eden far below. This is the river that flows past Pendragon Castle, shown in another of our cache walks.
Hold on, what's happening? The drone has taken over the controls. Its battery is low, so it's automatically returning to home.
I'll need to walk down and get it.
It's turned itself around so as to be facing in the same direction as when it took off.
The gimbal repositions itself for landing.
Our drone ran out of battery power and it initiated a return to home. So I had to run and get it. Back to where it took off from. Still, that was good. We should have got some good footage. Another little interesting place, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's great. Let's move on.
You can see the Eden River down here, Lynn.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
Yeah, it's a lovely river, isn't it?
Yep.
I like it. It's quite fast flowing. Remember we saw that coming down past Pendragon Castle.
Yes. But it's nice with the walls and the sheep too.
It sure is. Okay, heading over to find those rabbit warrens and the geocache. Little bridge across here, Lynn.
Yes.
Oh, lots of cow dung here too.
You just got to watch your step.
Distinctive smell, isn't it?
It is. Oops.
I kind of like it, really.
I like it.
No,
It's
it sounds
just,
a bit strange.
no, it just smells like a farm to me. I think it's a nice smell.
Like a dairy farm back home. Although I'm saying it smells like cow poop. There's an awful lot of sheep here, and I haven't seen any cows.
No.
Do you think I just got that wrong?
Well, I've only seen
Sheep?
but I did see the
And cattle, did you?
cow things there.
Right.
Were a little bit more spread out and large, aren't they,
So
than
maybe
the
there's
sheep?
some cattle on the farm as well. We just haven't seen it.
Yeah. Clip and lock container with logbook, pencil and some small swaps.
Okay.
Right,
Where do we go to?
that's 6 metres in that direction.
Okay.
The hint is not a rolling stone.
Well, there's a big rock just there. And that doesn't look like a rolling stone to me. What can I feel with my hand here?
Really, it sounds like it.
It's definitely it.
Wow.
I unclipped the top, one of the clips. But boy, it's stuck in here. It's don't think it's been found very often. The grass has grown so much around it, it's really hard to get it out. Oh, it's coming.
Well, April was the last time, so it's about 4 months ago.
Okay, well, there it is. We've found it. Excellent. Just a little wet. That's all right.
Yeah.
No swaps in here, an old logbook and a new logbook. So, just have to get this all cleaned up a bit. My hand's a bit cleaner. I'll get out the new logbook.
Looks nice and dry too. It's been sealed properly, so it's good.
Yeah, I can't get it though.
Oops. Don't matter.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good.
Teamwork.
Okay, nice new logbook. Yay. It's good to have a nice dry logbook, isn't it?
It is. Just have to make sure we seal it well so the next person has the same experience.
That's right.
Looks like the container gets a bit damp.
Now to find the medieval rabbit warrens.
Okay, we're going up on top of the round hill to see if we can see the rabbit warrens.
Ugh. That's re-wet my socks and feet.
It's a bit of wet underfoot then,
Yes,
isn't it?
very much so.
Should dry up as we go up the hill. If you look off into the distance, you can see Lammerside Castle, and it was people living there who owned the rabbit warrens. Apparently they were abandoned in the 17th century when the family living at Lammerside Castle moved to a fortified manor house, Wharton Hall. These would probably have dated to the 1500s.
The top of this big hill is covered in the mounds.
And these little mounds, eh?
I'm afraid it's wishful thinking on our part. These are not the mounds, far too small. If only we'd checked the cache description more carefully. The cache owner had kindly given a waypoint to the rabbit warrens.
The cache page's got some really interesting information. hasn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Read out the bit you were reading out to me before.
Okay. It's got here that they were built away from the crop fields. These are the rabbit warrens. In a prominent position as a show of wealth, rather like fancy gateposts on the present-day manor house. At this time, rabbits were highly prized, expensive animals, kept only by the wealthy for their fur and delicate meat, and one would have cost an average man's entire weekly wage. Wow. Rabbits were introduced from France by the Normans, and a warnier would have been employed to look after them, because at this time they were not fully acclimatised to the British weather. Very different story now, of course.
Yeah, they're all over the place now.
Yeah.
Old Peter.
Yeah, yes.
We're going to see Peter soon.
Yeah, that's good.
Get to the Lake District.
Yeah.
Anyway, lovely place for a cache.
And it's good, isn't it? The description brought us here and the cache brought us here. Would never have known about it otherwise.
How would we ever known about the medieval rabbit warrens up on this little mound?
I know, incredible. It's great.
Great. Best part of the game, really.
It is.
Right, we need to head back over to the car.
All is not lost. Keep watching. The rabbit warrens are coming up. We were heading on our journey and took one last look at the hill we had been on a few minutes before. And what did we see? Medieval rabbit warrens.
Well, this brings us to the end of our cache walk at Lammerside Castle and the wonderful medieval rabbit warrens and the great geocache here. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to go geocaching.